This is the perfect time to segue into the final question of the night. And we are going to start with you. I'm going to pop it on the, I'm going to let you see it at the bottom first. I ain't even going to read it yet.
Uncle Junior elevated.
Can women be part?
Antoine,
Wow.
can
Wow.
women be
Wow.
part
No.
of your wolf pack?
How
Wow.
would you stop? No, man, no.
Wow.
The wolf pack is like sharks. And what happens? Women bleed. And what happens when a shark smells blood?
Antoine.
What happens when a shark smells blood? What do you think happens?
But Antoine, you are a man, and all jokes aside, I don't know
I'm
about you
joking, I'm
guys.
serious.
I don't know about you guys, but when I lay at night, I like to talk to my girl. You know what I mean? And I like that support. And I can bounce ideas off of her. I might not take all of her ideas, but I'm sorry. As men, me personally, I think women can be part of your wolf pack. Like Coach mentioned before, women, that's the family wolf pack. And she not necessarily called her the leader.
Now you guys are moving the goalposts with a bunch of wolf. I'm getting a bunch of wolf packs.
I'm just being honest here. I'm
just
just
saying
being,
a wolf pack in between your wife.
You're not letting him finish. I know where he's going, but go ahead.
In there in the bedroom.
Look, I love my fellas, but I have to have that balance from a woman. I'm just being God's honest truth. I need the balance. I don't need that testosterone all the time.
Yeah,
sometimes I need a little bit that. You said what?
You want to bounce ideas off of her, fine. But when you have a discussion with the wolf pack, you don't want no hyena on the side. You want to have the wolf pack, right? You have the hyena comes at night when you're on the bed, honey. Let me hear you rant. But the wolf pack is the wolf pack. I'll bounce it off the hyena later. But what happens when a wolf sees a hyena?
I'll let you talk, Antoine. You got it, bro.
You guys are acting like you got to be all this sensitive shit. No,
it's not about being sensitive. Okay, it's balance. It's balance.
Yeah, what balance? She's in the bedroom. She's gonna tell you what you want to hear. If she's in a bedroom, you can bounce ideas off. I'm talking about making moves and making advancement and doing shit and building shit. Okay. You make those decisions, you bounce it off her head at night. That's cool. But she can't be part of a wolf pack. You bring your girlfriend around me when I'm having a meeting, go, bro, seriously? Why'd you take you and your skirt and move over? What? No. Like, no, I wear the pants in this house.
Man, that's gonna be hard to clean up.
I wear the pants.
No, you got it, Coach. Hey,
crazy. Wait,
Coach, you got it, Coach. It's all on you, Coach.
I can't believe you guys are thinking you wear a skirt. A girl wears a skirt. You wear the
Antoine, slow down. You didn't let him finish it. Number one, you didn't let him finish explaining. And these are men of certain experience that all have something to offer. Right. So let him finish explaining.
Yeah, but the his methodology about I need to bounce off my wife and Jesus.
All right, so
it's
I'll
true.
be honest with you. Okay,
all things are true here.
The website that I have, my girl built it. So like it's used for everybody. Now every woman is not the same, but my girlfriend at the time, that's what she did. She built websites. So when I started my idea, she was like, "Let me build your website. Let me build your website." I said no a million times. And then I finally let her do it, and all of a sudden, boom, my business started taking off. So I'm not sure. Everybody has different perspectives. But for me,
that's her specialty. Of course, it's gonna. That's not your area.
But I was bouncing my ideas off of her, and she was like, "Babe, let me do this for you."
Of course, she's gonna build you a website. But what are you gonna talk to her after the website is doing other things? Honey, my website needs this, A, B, and C. I design it. I create it. I make it do what's in your mind. I bring out what you have mentally. But I ain't gonna talk to you after that. You're done. Your role is finished. When the website goes down, I'll come back to see
Maxwell. Is that everyone communicates, few connects? Hey, the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. Hey, you got that one up there too? Okay, then. Hey, let me tell you something.
Unbelievable, man.
My lady read this book and gave me the thumbs up before it went out. Because here's the thing. Women in your wolf pack hold your men accountable.
Yep.
Because men move off of women's approval.
What?
That's
hey,
just
how many men here in a committed relationship?
Men,
not right now. Not right now.
Oh, not right now. But we've already talked about the value of Garfield. I've met this bad boy. I know the work that she does that supports what you like. Right now, we're all here. All men that are in a relationship, we're here because our women add value to what we're doing to create space for what we're doing at a high level. And I'm saying that in my personal experience. So I know the men that can, like EJ's obviously in agreement with me. You know what I'm saying? In my current operation, when I run my Airbnb stuff, guess what? My lady is better suited to host my Airbnbs and take better care of them than I am. I'm a creator. I go in, I create the space, I seize the opportunity, I do all of the networking. I go have steaks with snakes to get business done.
Again, there's nothing wrong with that.
So what I'm saying is that at some level, she's better than me in some areas.
Yeah, but you started it.
So I have to respect the value that she adds by communicating to her with a certain type of transparency that
it's called
only
a
she
paycheck.
gets. And it's about
a business. It's called
Hey, Coach, you got to clean that up. Coach.
You started it.
You can't clean it up.
You started it. You started it. You built it, and then you said, "Honey, I think you're capable of running it." You get paid every 2 weeks.
No, she told me she could do it better than I could, and I had to listen.
If it's not her, you're gonna hire somebody else. She just happened to be able to do it. So, honey, I'll call you every 2 weeks. You're gonna get a paycheck.
What do you tell your woman about anything?
What?
What do you tell your woman about anything?
I told you to stay in the truck.
Hey, look, Antoine.
Listen, I had an ex-girlfriend. I told her about my art. I said, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? I'm bouncing it off her. Not that I used any of her shit that came out of her mouth, but I listened. And I said here, I said there. Okay, cool. And I went about my business. But hell no, she's not going to tell me how to draw, when to draw, what to draw.
No, it's not about that. No, it's about improving what you have, like the network.
Improve me. I'm best without. I had this before her, and I'll have this after her.
You're missing the complete context of what we're talking about.
May I?
Go ahead, Coach. It's on you.
Yeah, because Vic, I agree with all these brothers, Antoine, and I just want to just consider what I'm about to say, right? We are all we are all interconnected in some shape, form, or fashion, whether we want to believe it or not. We can be independent, but we're also interdependent as well. So there are facets of a man that the wolf pack can't cater to. Let's go back into history, right? The biggest and the strongest was generally the leader of the tribe. So the biggest and the strongest got what? First meat, first mate. That was his thing. And they wanted to keep him healthy so that he can go out and fight. Same thing with the wolf pack, brother. We come together as men and we're going to endure everything that we deal with as men. You know, the wolf pack is going to take care of one another. But when the man goes home, when they go home, there's a certain type of catering that happens. Right. There's a certain type of atmosphere. There's a calmness. There's an interconnection that provides stability on a mental, a physical, and an emotional level.
Right.
That keeps that person whole and healthy so that he can be better for the wolf pack.
That's right. She has to cook and make sure you're good.
It's the balance. It's the balance that she brings to your life.
It's more than just that, brother. I promise.
know. You said it right there. Home. I'm not talking about home.
But it's balance. You need, not necessarily. I don't want to say need, Antoine, because I don't want to send you off a tangent.
I don't want. But home is home. Home is home.
Balance. A woman brings balance to a man.
I have balance.
No. You have to understand. You got it, Coach. No, you get it, brother. For these brothers that's in a committed relationship, home for them is here.
Yeah.
And when I say home, we quick to go to this, right? And that's true. But for the person in a committed relationship, this is home.
Right.
Because if that relationship falls and is in shambles, that person is not whole for a while until they recover. So when I say they go home, and then this here is connected. Right. So they have those conversations. Like Brother EJ said, he bounced ideas off his old lady. Right.
How was your day?
Well, not just that. Not just that. he may have some ideas that he wants to run by her.
Sure.
That's that balance that he is looking for, that
And
exchange.
I'm okay with that. I'm
Right.
okay with that. That's the
But-
balance I'm okay with.
However, what I would tell
Start
you,
saying, the minute you start saying she has influence, that's when I go, you are nuts.
but no, they're not. Trust me. I haven't seen any of your work, and I really would like to see it.
Right
because-
there.
Have you ever seen 300?
Huh?
Have you ever seen 300?
Yeah.
You remember when Leonidas looked back? Didn't he get his queen's approval before he kicked the old boy into that
He did.
thing?
He did.
He's a method of restraint. Women disarm the room. They go in and they disarm. Do you know that in a pride of lions, who does all the hunting?
Well, first of all, he only kicked him into the thing because he disrespected his wife. All right, let's be real.
No. You got to go back and watch it again. He was already ready to kill. No, he was already ready to kill that guy when he showed up.
No,
he looked back at his
wife and that pushed him over the edge.
Hey, I mean, like you can go with the semantics all you want to. I know as a proven thing that my queen has disarmed many a room and read rooms where I couldn't see certain behavior and told me how to move without necessarily telling me, but telling me who I need to pay attention to. She validated some things that I was concerned about. You know what I'm saying?
Antoine, have you ever been married?
No.
Oh.
I've had serious relationships. You don't have to.
No. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just curious. So you're talking to some brothers. Brother EJ, you've been married before? Or you married?
No, I've never been married. No,
never been married, but you're in a long-term committed relationship right now.
Not right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I can tell you, for me, you're speaking. When I speak from the perspective of my understanding of my responsibility in my failed marriage and all of this when it comes down to the training and all that great stuff. When these brothers speak, they speak based upon theirs as well. So what we're doing is, we're speaking from our learned experiences and going back and considering where we were in error, not so much as where they were in error. And I think that's where a lot of people, right, they go into the wrong direction, because we talk about what that person did and what that person did and what that person did and what that. I'm gonna tell you what I did, right? And that was my point to where I learned my lesson. And one of the things I now understand is that when it comes down to a relationship, people like to use the term complete me. That's not a true statement, right? But they balance us out. Yes. So I could be high strung, she may be down here. You see what I'm saying? She may come home full of piss and vinegar, pardon my French. She may be all the way up here, and I'll be the one that helps her come down here because I'm speaking with a voice of reason. When we talk about can she be a part of a wolf pack, it's not that she's part of the core nucleus.
Balance.
She is the balance for one of the wolves in the wolf pack. That's what we're saying.
I would tell every young man, never love a woman enough that when she leaves, you'll be hurt. Love her enough that you can still get up and do that shit.
Isn't it
you love her enough that you can still function if she leaves.
Hey, you need
it's
to
the same way you're gonna walk into and walk
out. You need to heal, Antoine. You need to heal.
You just have to go through the experience.
I went through that
every
time. I went through the puppy love. I went through the intermediate love. I went through the serious love. I went through the boo love, and I almost got close to the suicide. Well, I wouldn't say suicide. Ain't no woman that crazy.
He's not completely wrong. He's not. No one is ever completely wrong.
You never love a woman enough that when she leaves, it will stop you from functioning. You give her just enough, like a breadcrumb to come home to. That's it, because you still have to wake up tomorrow and pay the mortgage. So if she leaves, honey, I'm sorry you left. I'm hurt. Give me time to unwind. Give me time to absorb my loss. But make sure you get up and still get that bacon. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, love does not pay the bill, and I cannot take it to pay my mortgage.
It was the breadcrumb for me.
You know what I mean? Are you serious?
Love ain't gonna fry no bacon, huh, Antoine?
I would tell every young man that. That's exactly what I would tell him. Love him.
Antoine say love don't fry bacon.
No, but it's true. You love them enough so they don't debilitate you from working if they leave.
I get what you're saying, Antoine, but I think it's more so a balance of how you put out your emotions. You just can't be too heavy and strong with your emotions when it comes to women.
You got to do the flower thing and the candy thing. I agree with that. I do the flower thing and candy thing. Maybe a little You know, I get the whole
Antoine, you need to heal.
You get
Antoine,
the whole
Antoine,
You said, Vic, you said that twice. Go ahead,
Antoine,
elaborate. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out why Antoine want his girl to bring him candy and flowers.
not me.
Why she didn't get nothing but a crumb to eat?
That's the point I was making. It was the breadcrumb for me.
Antoine, you need to love on your girl. You need to love on your girl. Hey, she'll do some great things for you if you love on her, boss.
You need to heal.
You're gonna do some great things anyways. What are you talking about? Or what, she won't be there. What are you talking about? She's gonna do great things anyways. What is she there for?
Man, I'm telling y'all.
Antoine, no. You tell me, what is she there for, Antoine? What is she?
Yeah, you tell her.
If she can't be part of your wolf pack,
she's not part of my wolf. She will never be part of my professional life ever.
Antoine, give us the survival guide. Go ahead, give me the survival guide to Antoine's wolf pack.
Those are two separate things. Like I said, wolf packs is sharks. Women bring blood every month. There's blood in the water. What do you think will happen to her? If I bring my woman into my wolf pack, the first thing they'll tell me is, and yeah, is she lost? Like, what are you doing? Did she lose her way? Are you guys sewn at the hip? Like, what the hell? No. I'll have my discussion with I got a meeting to go to. It's called boardroom. We talk, we discuss, blah, 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 blah. I'll come home and I'll bounce things off of her and I'll hear her needs and how her day went and all that sort of stuff. And she'll give me that balance in that sense. But no, I mean, the way you guys are talking with this lolly-la-da shit, and like, what? What are you talking about? Like, what balance can she bring?
Well, we're just honestly, just like Coach said, we're just talking about our experience. I just explained to you my experience on how my girl helped me with my business, you know, building my website and just helping me. Well, it was a little. That was just one example that
that's just an example.
Yeah, she helped me with numerous things that I'm not going to get into in this.
No, I understand. I respect your privacy on that.
So, EJ, let me say something to that. So, men communicate through participation. That's why we play sports. That's why we watch sports, because we understand the language that's being used. We understand what's being communicated. How many times you don't watch the football games and they finna beat the safety over the top? He on the wrong side of the field, right. Somebody out of position, because men communicate through participation. That's why the wolf pack discussion is happening now. The women that we are discussing participate with the wolves in the wolf pack.
Yeah, bringing the chicken wings
and finish, Antoine. Let me finish. They participate with the wolves in the wolf pack, so they understand the language. They know how to compliment the wolves that are part of the wolf pack. They recognize that the wolf pack exists whether they're participating in it or not. So they find a way to be part of their man's life, so they can make sure that he's right and balanced. That's all we're saying individually is what our experience is. So for instance, participation to me is my woman investing in my business, either with time, sweat, or whatever, because I can't go just do everything I do all day and then go back home and I can't talk about my day and she don't have a reference point. But it's what I'm saying. Right. So like, but the other side of it is that if she works with a bunch of messy women and come home, I don't necessarily want to hear it until it crosses a certain threshold.
Why not?
Because I don't get down with messy women shit.
She don't get down with messy men shit.
No, bro, ain't nobody doing messy stuff over it. We talking about building and creating. We talking about augmenting something that's already working. I would want because again, men communicate through participation.
I would want to hear about her day.
What we like to do by the activities that we do. So everybody else is discussing balance. Even Shell balances Garfield so he can be here. You know what I'm saying? EJ's communicated an experience where the woman that he was with participated in what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Coach has a loving, supporting spouse that participates in what he's doing. My lady definitely participates in what I'm doing because I'm sitting in one of the Airbnbs that she cleans up and resets in between guests.
And so she should for her paycheck.
So when I leave from here, hey, my lady will beat you up. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing like that's special.
So I'm just saying, be careful with the word like that's special. I can't save you. She might.
You're paying her for a reason. You're acting like that's special.
Can we turn it? Can we turn it? Can we turn it a little bit?
What are you talking about?
So do women have a wolf pack as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so if your lady had a wolf pack, if your lady ran with some wolves, would you not know who she was with? Like the character?
She'll know who I'm with.
But
No. We got to go back to the
the
scenario. Would you know the ladies that she hang out with?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you want to know that
Because
character.
I want to know the company she's keeping.
Yes.
Bingo.
That's
You
the
just-
point.
Yes.
But ask me if I'm gonna mess with that wolf pack.
You're not gonna mess with them.
I wouldn't mess with them, but I
We
know
know
she-
that.
We ain't talking about messing with
but
them.
we're
We
not talking about messing with
But I know she ain't bringing that balanced shit home to me. She's keeping that shit over there. Don't bring that home to me. I'll hear about your day, but you ain't bringing that shit home to me. I got enough to think about. Just
Antoine,
like
you're
I would
funny,
not
man.
bring my man home to you. When I come home, I want nice peace, dinner.
Hey, we gotta go out with
Antoine.
Antoine and get a camera to follow him around.
Man, listen.
Hey, Antoine, from my experience personally, honestly, if a girl's really into you, if a woman's really into you, she wants to figure out what you're doing and she wants to be a part of that. Just like what Vic was talking about, that participation.
And that's the conversation.
And if you really connect with somebody, she's gonna want to be a part of your life. She's gonna want to figure out how to enhance and make you better. For me personally, that's what women do. A good woman, a real woman, she's gonna fill you up.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead and speak. That's been my experience.
I'm just saying, a woman will never come into my professional. I don't need her to do this. I don't need her to motivate me. I don't need
You
her.
might not need her, but she may want to because she may, in her heart, she may feel like that's the way that she connects with you.
My studio door is closed. The only time I want that door to knock is with coffee in your hand. You have no business being in my art room. None. I don't want you to clean it up. I don't want you to pick up the money. I don't want you to do nothing in that art room. If I do in that art room, there's going to be a divorce.
There's going to be a human trafficking. event.
And I'll tell you from my experience. I've done that before, where I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to just mix the two." And eventually, over time, she's just gonna like feel dejected and like you're rejecting her because you're not letting her into your life. If she really likes you and loves you and want to be with you, she wants to be part of all of your whole life.
No, this is my space. Just like when I go to the gym,
I'm just telling you how they function. I'm just saying.
When I go to the gym, I don't want you in the same gym as me. I don't want you near me. That's my hour of peace. When I'm in my studio drawing, I don't want to know nothing about you. I don't even want to hear you. I got the music loud enough not to even hear my phone go off. You have no business being in there. But when I come home on the weekend and it's all about you, I'm cool. In my personal life, you come first. That's it. But in my professional life, you will never enter that zone. Ever. And when I want to talk to you about it, believe me, I'll talk to you about it. That's the way it should be.
Excuse me.
That's the way it should be. And too many of these men get pussified and go home and, oh, honey, I had this headache. You should have seen this guy who was talking. What? No.
Look, Antoine's speaking with his veins right now.
You are crazy. You guys are out of your mind.
Hey.
Hey, so you don't like a back rub sometimes, Antoine?
What?
You don't like a woman to rub your back sometimes? You have a
when I ask for it.
What about when you painting?
No, boy.
Garfield a troll, boy. I tell you. Hey,
that's the road to divorce.
Garfield, you wild, boy. You wild.
Well, I thought he was gonna say yeah, because I'm like, you know what? If I'm like, man, I put the paintbrush down to get me a back massage.
No, honey, make me some coffee, and I gotta stay up till 2-3 in the morning drawing.
Well,
what about what if she knock on the door in the negligee?
No, that's why I have on the door, do not disturb. It's red, big. That's my studio door. If I wanted you, and if I don't pick up my cell phone, I surely don't want you knocking on the door.
Even with a negligee, with a nightie on?
I'll see it later. I don't need no distraction. It ain't going nowhere. Keep it warm. Done.
So like in his defense.
Netflix is for. That's what porn is for.
Yeah, so like in his defense, like when artists get in their zone, they don't like to be disturbed. I do know that part.
Stop defending him, coach. Stop it.
Come on, man. Somebody got to get on his team.
Stop being an apologist.
Hey, I'm an equal opportunity kind of guy, man.
No more Antoine.
Free Antoine. Free Antoine.
Stop it. Coach, you don't need it. Stop being an apologist.
You guys are out of your mind? No. This takes a certain level. People think, people that are creative are drinking coffee and we're sipping and it's like coming into us like La La Land. No, we're focused, tones, and we're in our zone. It's called a zone for a reason. The last thing we need is somebody poking. No, you can't be part of my zone. You can't be in the vicinity of it. This creative thing that goes on, when people ask me, how late do you go to bed? When my hand stops drawing. That's how it works. It's just the way it is. It's a selfish thing. Art and creativity is something that's selfish. It's Michael Jackson doesn't create with everybody in the room. He creates up in a tree. He creates in his mind. He's doing his thing, and he brings it to the studio, and then says, "Here." That's how it works. You get channeled. You get things coming in.
If MJ drop an album right now, we in trouble.
It's just the way it is. That's how it is. And why should she be in that zone anywhere? She can't help me draw.
I think Tupac dropped like 3 of them after he passed.
I think it's fair to say that I always say this: if you are getting the desired outcome for whatever decisions you made, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? So if Antoine don't want nobody rubbing his back, coming in negligee, hey, it's on him. I mean, no good, bad, or different. You know, I'm just saying in general.
It's not that I don't want it. It's not that I don't want it. There's a time and place for everything, and that ain't it.
Yeah, gotta stay focused.
And here's the other thing too. This ain't saying everybody's got a specific, like ingredient that makes them work, or what I'm saying, or makes them not work. Antoine does a specific thing, so I understand the intensity in which he's saying. He can't, like when you drawing, you can't start drawing and then stop. You have to connect the whole vision. Right. I get what he's saying, but we do something else that allows us to step away. You know what I'm saying? Rub on some buns, get a back rub, a foot rub. You know what I'm saying? And leave, and maybe leave a wet spot. You know what I'm saying? So we have something else that makes us run as the creators that we are. You know what I'm saying? But all creators are not created equally.
I know. I need that balance. I'm sorry. Even though I'm not in a committed relationship.
I gotta go splash something. I'm sorry. I got to. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen. I remember, not to get into my personal life.
Get the right woman. He might not paint no more.
No, but not to get into my personal life. I had a girl I really loved. No, listen. This is true. I had somebody I really loved, and she asked me, how come you don't call me today? You don't think about me and tell me that you love me. I said, because I don't think about you. You ain't even listening in my mind. I said that you're all right. You're at work. What do you want me to tell you? I love you. Okay.
You didn't say that to her, Antoine.
I told her straight. I told her I don't think about her. Straight up. I said, she goes, you don't think about me? You don't text me? Because I don't think about you. I really don't. I may think about you at lunch, but
he is good at creating.
I'm just
face.
I don't think about it. I don't. I'm being real. And I don't see what's wrong with it. Listen, if my wife's a lawyer and she's preparing for a case, I'm not going to go knock on her door. I'm not going to go ask her, honey, you want something to eat? I'm not doing all that la-la-da. No. When you're ready, come out of your office. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'll find something to do. There's Netflix. There's porn waiting for you. I'm good.
Hey, look, this the part where you can't hate Antoine, though.
Porn's not fun, Antoine.
He's very transparent about what his
porn is not fun, Antoine.
Because
absolutely,
in transparency, I knew that I've been married 3 times. So I was married in my 20s, I was married in my 30s, and I was married and divorced in my 40s. You know what I'm saying? I'm 43 now. I got the right kind of woman because I know that the age that I'm in, I move. Like the type of work that I do, I might fly from here to go sell books with Garfield. Tell Gina wanted to come with me then. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't make it. But in the type of work that I do with the business that I have and the flexibility that I require, the woman that I'm with has to be with me. You hear me? Has to have admin type of skills.
Yes.
Structure me. Yes. She needs to control, when my phone rings, she needs to vet my phone calls to see who's going to waste my time. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff she does. She structures me. I'm more efficient because she takes away those things that take me off my task.
How can they take you off your task, bro? It's called
because Antoine, I do
I
more
get it.
It's a different line of work, Antoine.
It's a different line of work. You can
I think it has a lot to do with
it. Speak to you being a painter. You can't.
But let me ask you this.
Let me finish explaining.
His girl can help him sell painting. I guarantee you that.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. When she's in the room, she's already promoting me, passing out my business cards, getting stuff like that to facilitate. She's participating. That's communication for me.
Okay, but you've never been writing something really good, and all of a sudden the rock touches you and you lose that chain of thought?
No.
Ooh, hey, hold up. I got something. And
Okay,
I got something for Antoine.
I'm a writer, so you can't. I don't get.
But if you're, but I'm just saying that's. I mean, I've had friends that say that they were writing something. They were script writers, and they were writing, and then their wife would come up behind him and rub their shoulders, and
that's why I say everything's true.
You know, that cloud.
You see what I'm saying? Like nobody's wrong here. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you have a conversation like this, it can be viewed as unhealthy dialogue, unhealthy competition, unnecessary competition.
This is life.
No, I don't know. What I'm saying is everybody's speaking from a relative experience. That's why I'm trying to bring it back to the conflict resolution conversation. Because it's not that we're arguing; it's how it's seen.
No,
it's the
elevated dialogue.
It's elevated dialogue.
I like
you know what I'm saying? You like the way I plugged that thing in right there. So when we get the conflict resolution, that's when we bring that back. Because everybody has a different experience. Like the men on the panel that have served, we know the type of woman that we supposed to have because we know the type of work that we've done. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that many people that can go get in a relationship and be gone for a year to 15 months and come home and, you know what I'm saying, and spin the tires and just keep rolling with it like nothing's happened. Most
That's
people.
why when you guys talk about the army, there's no way I would be married and be in the army and be away from my wife for that long because I know
you're married now, so it don't matter. So you can't speak on something that you ain't never experienced.
I don't understand why these guys in the military get married and go away for a year and a half. It's like why?
Being away.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
The problem isn't the being away; it's coming home. You want to come home to your wife, bro.
Yeah, but when you're away, when they're away, the little mice come out. You know.
Have you tried looking for mice when you get off the plane?
I'm just saying, when you're away, it's hard. I get the whole.
Because you imagine in worst case scenario, and
no, I'm imagining thinking with the other head.
But he's speaking from his perspective, just like you said. Nobody's wrong, and it doesn't matter the question. He's speaking from his personal experience.
Right.
And it does happen.
And I 100% respect that.
But you know what? When it happens, you participated in it too. Like I said earlier, like there's something that you either overlooked, accepted, or allowed to fester and created a red flag that you tried to paint a different color. You know what I'm saying? And then when it happened, you can't even act surprised. There's always something that lets you know there's a possibility that the integrity of whatever you guys agreed upon might be subjective for somebody else.
Yeah.
But I also want to say I will have these. This is not something I would just do. It would be a discussion. I'm telling you now. I would have this discussion with her. It's not something I'm prepared to just let her learn as time goes on. These, at the stage in my life where I'm at right now, I would have that discussion with her, that communication with her, and that understanding with her. Like it would be laid out. Like I'm a communicator. I'll lay it out black and white. Don't make it complicated for me. I'm gonna make it idiot proof, but I'm gonna lay it out so she understands completely. And I'm just saying, if she's not on board with that, then that's when we have that discussion. But she's gonna know. It's no surprise that he doesn't call me during the day, but I know he loves me because he shows me every night. That's all she's gonna say.
So what you're saying is pretty much you let her know up front what you come with, and she can either accept it or not. And if she chooses to accept it, she knows the type of man that she has, and she understands the role that she plays.
I will tell her, if I have to choose between my art and you, don't let the door hit you on the way out. It was there before you, it will be there after you.
So this is not, and this is not to change your mind or anything, Antoine, but I would like to know this. As in with, you say you don't mix the two, the personal and the business. But if you had an art show and you were going on the road, would that be something that you would take your spouse to and like to be there with you while you're showing your art? Is that something that
if she wants to show up, if I need eye candy, I'll show her.
So she has a purpose. And I think at the end of the day, what we're all talking about is the same thing, whether or not we actually called our lady part of the wolf pack or not. I think at the end of the day is that whether or not the lady that we're with is adding some sort of value. And whether or not she's a part of our wolf pack or not, it is, if you want to call her part of your wolf pack or if you don't, either way, if she's adding value to it and she can serve a purpose, then it is what it is.
I don't understand how you guys think that woman should be part of
real wolf packs acknowledge the spouses and significant others of their wolf pack. Like I mentioned Shell, I've mentioned Gina. Garfield and my lady have had interaction, you know what I'm saying, just even over the phone, because we have to be aware of each other. How can I protect my guy if I don't recognize who his woman is?
I've met Garfield's woman once, and I was cool with that.
No,
but like I said,
I'm talking about the protection piece. I can't be your, like, if you had a significant other, Antoine, I would be wrong to not protect her in your absence.
Oh, that's true. I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying. She's part of the wolf pack either way.
No.
Hey, tomato.
She's not part
hey,
of
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Hey. But here's
not in his wolf pack.
Any one of y'all see my lady in a situation and don't do nothing?
I would protect her.
I'm dealing with you one-on-one. I'm pulling up.
Check this out.
I would protect her. But I would protect her, and I would. But I would also say, Vic, I want to have a private conversation with you. Can your lady exit the room? If you say no, I'm going to say, okay, thanks, but I'm not going to have that conversation with you. I'm sorry you're sewn at the hip, but that ain't for me. Private is private. There's some things men discuss that women don't need to hear. I mean, is that not a fact? When are you allowed to be a man? When are you allowed to be a man?
That's why we have to be
a man. When are you allowed to be a man? You know, where you fart, smoke cigars, and drink coffee.
You're always allowed to be a man because that's what women like.
So if I want to have a private conversation with you and I ask you for your wife to leave the room, that's asking you, I need a manly moment. Yeah. I don't need a manly pussy moment. I need a manly moment.
Yeah, we can leave the room.
I don't need to bounce it off your wife. I don't need your wife in the area. When I have a woman question,
I can't wait to see this edited.
No, while I come up on the plane and try to get me some dough. I'm hunting lames down, trying to make a mistake.